Duncan here. Okay, so I got your stuff, so I was looking through it, and some stuff does look better, and there's some stuff that you still should be polishing a bit, you know. So this guy, right, this idling here, I think it works better because you were following my notes, and I can, you know, there is a little bit of overlap on the arms. So yes, definitely it does work better. And there is a little bit overlap on the head. That's good. So I would say that this piece is done. This looks better also. And I hope that you can see that it's not just that you're following me because I'm saying that, but I really hope that you can see that. The only thing what I would say on this one is that as he's going back and forward, this action should be circular, and also this one. So when right here. So when he is going back and forth, he should, instead of just going straight back and then forward, backward, forward, he should have this kind of circular action, right? So if this front one, let's say the front one is going up and forward, the back one here should go, you know, down and back at the same time. So this one would have this movement, and this one would have that movement. Not much though, right? We don't want him to you know, have a circular movements that we gonna be watching at them. It should be very you know, subtle, but still, instead of just going back and forth, it should be with some circles inside. It's gonna look better, trust me. The tail, right now the tail is well, it's swinging simply. What I might apply here is S-curve, because as this tail is coming this way, he should be, instead of being turned towards the place where it's going, he should be still pointing this way as it's coming this way, right? This way, and then as it comes here, turns and then starts going this way. And as it comes to this point, and then it's connected with this one, right? So you don't do tail just like a one key, number one, and then you have another key this way, number, I don't know, 15, and then Maya just gives you in-betweens. That's not correct. In order for a tail to have that natural swing, you know, as the tail is swinging from one position this way, right, it's dragging, right? So the end of the tail is always kind of turned towards where it's coming from, right? So it's coming this way. As it's coming this way, it's slowing down. and then this part starts to move this way, but the end of the tail still does go this way. And finally now it swings and starts to move this way. And then through the middle of it goes the fastest, so the distances are biggest here. And then as it's coming on the other side, again, it's still going this way, but the beginning of the tail already starts to go opposite. And then this way, and then this part still goes this way, and then on the very next one, it starts to go now this way too, and catches up with this one where we started. So this, then you get this movement instead of just this, right? We need this. All right. So that would be for this thing. Now he's going for this, all right? So you're asking me if this is too subtle. Well, it's fine. It's just what you have to do is you have to pay attention to the chest, because chest, as it's rotating here, I think it should probably move even faster to this area. So he should be probably turned even more towards the side. You know, chest should rotate faster, so it's already facing this side, and then arm comes down to catch up. Maybe this arm can also be a little bit more behind. For overlap purpose, and then comes here. Now when he comes here and hits this point, I remember I told you to dip it down, yes, and you did it. But now as he comes down, he goes up and then right away sinks down. So basically the motion is like this, right? It goes whoop and then down, whoop, down. Again, it would be nice if we can incorporate some loop. So as it's coming down, it hits and then comes a little bit back and then goes down, right? So if we can get this loop, that means that as it's coming down here, he won't go just up, but he would actually move a little bit more forward. So it will be all more forward somewhat here. And then from here, from that forward, from that forward, right? He would go now back. So that way we're gonna get this movement instead of just up and down. and then walk. I still don't see much of the movement in the chest area. That bothers me the most. Yeah, this arm also doesn't feel like the hand is really swinging, and something is happening with the left arm too. It feels that this one, right, as it's coming down, you see it gets stuck here. For a moment it looks like it stops here and then continue to go. This actually is the area where the swing should be the fastest, right? So let's say if this is a guy, right, this and this shoulder here is this shoulder, right? So now we are looking from the side. This will be his back position, and this would be maybe his front position. So he's swinging back and forth. The fastest should be around this area where this pendulum is, like in the middle, right? And as the arm swings back, it slows down here and then changes direction and then goes to the other side, and then again goes fast here, slows down here, changes direction, and then goes back again, right? If your contact pose back arm, this is back arm, contact pose is this, then on down pose this part should start moving this way, and this one can still go a little bit this way, so it's almost like a little bit more stretched. That way you're gonna get, this is down, right? You get a little bit of overlap on the end before it starts going this way, the hand, right? So then swings here fast, and when it's in this middle one, right, the hand should be the most stretched, and here at the end, and at the end at the top front, it's more bended, right? But here it has to be a little bit more stretched when it's going back and forth to make this nice arc. And also be careful of these hands, right? As the arm going this way, the hands are, being kind of dragged, right? But now when the arm is going this way, now it should be kind of, if it's possible, to be dragged the other way. Now I understand that he's kind of, he's not really relaxed. He has those fists. But you can still work a little bit in his wrists, so to get this movement over here, right? If that's his contact, then the leg should be more stretched on the contact so that you have actually place to go for down pose from there. You know, so contacts should be stretched, not locked, right? Not completely straight. It should be tiny bent, but still it shouldn't be bent like this on the contact. Did you play with his spine? Because as the character is walking, he should, you know, we should feel his flexing his spine. He feels kind of stiff in that area. So, you know, if you're making contact, now I'm gonna simplify, but if this is a contact spine, right? Hips and the head on contact, then when he goes down pose, he would curve his head, his spine a bit that way, and then that's a down. And then as he goes for passing, he is straight again, and then as he goes to up pose, he actually flexes this way, completely opposite of down, right? So his chest pops up more. So if you have these controls in the spine, right, on his back, try to use that. And also, you see how his head is very stiff, like there is no neck. As you know, you should also incorporate the movement of the head. So for example, if this is a contact and this is down, and then passing and up and contact and down. Let's say that on a contact, let's say his head is kind of like a horizontal, and then on down he's kind of tilting up, and then as he's coming as he's going up to the passing, you know, he's kind of horizontal. He gets to the up, pointing down, and now again the same, repeat over. So that's like I said, I would like to see a little bit more back and forth on his chest. As his arm is coming this way, his chest probably would also move a little bit more that way, and then as he's swinging the other way, the chest would go the other way. Tail, I think I covered the tail, right? So right now the tail feels very stiff. So just follow my notes that I told you before about tail. It's going to look much better. All right, so talk to you soon. Bye-bye.